part of what a chiropractor does, any way you look at it, is marketing. And when you can show an attorney or an insurance company or another physician a piece of equipment that looks like it's very functional, that's going to help you get patients and retain patients. It's also very important to the patient for them to come in and look at a machine that looks like it's something that's state-of-the-art, something that maybe no other chiropractor might have.
The styling of the Chiropractic unit was purposely enhanced over traditional mechanical looking devices. We felt the modern chiropractor is trying to present a very professional image to his customer, and consequently we wanted the piece of equipment to be as equally enhancing.
What impressed me the most about the Chiropractic unit when I first saw it, first of all, it is a very good looking machine. It is a high-tech looking machine. When somebody sees the machine, they immediately think this is a brand new unit and it's got something to it. When you investigate the machine a little more thoroughly, you find out you're absolutely right. Yes, it's got something to it. It's got ease of use, low patient dosage, and the ability to quickly get the films done that I need to have done in sufficient quality and consistency.
I purchased a Chiropractic for several reasons. First of all, I was interested in its modular design, which would lower some of my build-out costs. Secondly, the Chiropractic, because of this modular design, it isn't anchored to the floor of my building. It's not anchored to the wall of my building either. So I'm literally not tied down to the building that I'm practicing in right now. So it gives me some options 5 years down the road from now. And thirdly, I like the design of the Chiropractic. It's aesthetically pleasing, and that's important for patients, I feel. It doesn't have all these cables and Frankenstein appearance of technology. It's very calming and aesthetically pleasing to patients, and they're not intimidated by the unit itself. They recognize that this is a high-quality, modern, engineered piece of equipment, and I think their confidence level in me as a chiropractor goes up immensely.
One of the features that the Chiropractic system offers that I haven't seen on a lot of other systems is the fact that the tube and the bucky are integrated. They're on the same arm, they rotate basically in relation to one another. On the other hand, when you need to, you can angle both the bucky and the tube separately, which basically enables you to do anything you could do on even a hospital-based type of X-ray unit. One of the other facets that I really enjoyed about the Chiropractic is the fact that instead of using a standard aluminum filter, which is typical for almost any other kind of X-ray unit you'll find, the Chiropractic uses a rare earth filter. The rare earth filter makes a much more homogeneous X-ray beam, which does two things. It cuts patient dosage and it reduces scatter, meaning that you can use a lower technique to get a much clearer film without a lot of fog. One of the reasons I like the Chiropractic unit is I'm shielded very well from the radiation, of course, as is necessary, but I'm right there with the patient. I'm close to the patient. I can see the patient with an unobstructed view. The patient can hear me without me having to yell. They can hear me give them instructions, for example, move to the left or right or lift their chin up, and it makes it very easy for an exposure to be made.
To me, in terms of ease of use, the biggest feature of the Chiropractic is the automatic technique selection. It allows me to take radiographs that I need quickly and efficiently and get good quality images, so that what I can do is spend less time taking radiographs and more time doing what I want to do, and that's getting sick people well and keeping them well. Let me share with you an example. A patient comes in and has a wrist injury, and you want to shoot a radiograph. You can rotate the tube stand and the grid 90 degrees to form a perfectly flat horizontal surface. You can elevate that surface to whatever level you need to assure patient comfort. You can place the patient's wrist very easily on top of the grid cabinet. You go behind the operator's booth, still in good visual and voice contact with the patient. You load in your measurements. You make your exposure. You're done. It's really a very efficient and comfortable process. The Chiropractic, bottom line, takes great radiographs. Technical factors coming out on the film are beautiful. One of the things that amazed me when I took my very first cervical series on the Chiropractic was the lateral cervical just jumped out at me. The clarity, the contrast, the definition was superb.
On many occasions I found myself discussing the type of radiographs that I can take because I've got a Chirotech unit in my office. I've talked about this at seminars and at conventions to many other chiropractic physicians, as well as other type of physicians. I've got 2 podiatrists who are thrilled to death with the unit and are actually investigating possibly getting this type of unit for their office. I'm very proud of having the unit, and it has done a lot of good for myself and for my patients.
After a doctor buys an X-ray machine from us, he can rest assured that Summit has a major commitment to keep that machine operative, keep that machine current, keep that machine useful and practical. We have almost 15,000 X-ray machines installed in this country, and it is our goal to keep all 15,000 of those going daily.
If anybody's considering buying a new X-ray system, I really encourage you to take a look at the Chirotech. I'm really pleased with it. In my mind, the overriding features about it is that it takes great radiographs, and with the automatic technique selection feature, I can take them quickly and efficiently, get the images that I want, so that I can get on with the business of getting sick people well and keeping them that way.
Our philosophy as far as product development is to be a market-driven company. We want to search out the needs of the end users and satisfy those needs.
The people at Summit Industries are great, and I believe they're really concerned about meeting the needs of chiropractors, and as a result they've designed and produced a product that hits the mark, and that's the Chirotech.